Bene, allora io direi che intanto io apro la commissione parlando, penso...
We have
non so-
reached the legal number, so we can start the commission there.
Ho avviato la
capire chi è.
trasmissione?
Sì, sì.
Ho avviato la trasmissione.
Sì.
Come?
Prova a sentire chi è che ha bisogno della traduzione, se è solamente...
Are you comfortable with the language? Commission.
Yes,
Quindi
no
l'italiano.
problem. Nessun problema. You can speak in English. It's simple for us. Thank you.
Just small sentences, if you can, Mrs. Felgueiras, in order to translate. Okay?
I'm okay with the English talking and listening, so it's fine for me. I don't know
Just
for my colleagues.
Small sentences in order to translate for all the...
Okay.
Just, thank you.
Ok, allora va bene, apriamo la nona commissione consiliare e siamo ancora all'approfondimento di quella che è la mozione presentata dal consigliere Kelly, qua presente con noi, che lo ringraziamo.
We are deepening the motion presented by the councillor Mr. Matteo Kelly.
Matteo Kelly, sì, e che aveva proposto nella sua mozione un forum dei giovani di Firenze.
Regarding the settlement of a forum of youth in Florence.
E abbiamo fatto diverse commissioni di approfondimento con la consulta dei giovani.
We had many meetings and reunions with the youth consult in Florence, just to have more information, to gather more information on this issue.
E oggi appunto abbiamo pensato di approfondire insieme a voi, attraverso le vostre esperienze, quello che può essere un momento di approfondimento e di restituzione per i giovani legata proprio a quella che è la comunità che vive nella città e che sente il bisogno di partecipare all'interno dell'ente.
And we would like to today to deepen with you your experiences on the ways the young people take part in the life of the community, your specific experiences in this field.
Sentiamo questo periodo un particolare bisogno di attenzione verso i giovani, verso i ragazzi, e l'intento della Commissione è quello di potergli dar voce, di poter ascoltare quelli che sono i loro bisogni e renderli membri attivi della comunità.
In this specific time, we need to pay attention to youth's needs in our community and to the ways we can find to let them be an active part of our community.
Okay. Prima di passare la parola sia per la presentazione che per ascoltare il loro contributo, passo la parola al consigliere Kelly, che insomma ci fa una breve illustrazione.
Before giving the words to you, I would like to introduce Mr. Matteo Kelly, the councillor, who is going to introduce the item, a short introduction on the item. Può farlo in inglese direttamente.
Assolutamente, perché in politica volete fare come Renzi e poi...
Però io...
Però
Va bene.
che non è legalmente corretto, la presentate in italiano.
Allora...
Va bene.
No, ditemi voi.
Va bene.
Ci provo, magari è un po' rudimentale perché vedete ormai è roba di liceo. Vabbè. Thank you so much for to everyone, and as Mrs. Is the name Tiziana said before, this motion arises from the idea to embrace the needs of young people in the institutions. And in this period, I think that is very important to achieve this goal, because we have some problems in relation to the participation of young people to electoral moments. And so I think that institutions and for in particular the municipalities have to bring their contribution
To strengthen.
To
strengthen the participation of young people. So to promote young people participation, we have we did important reunions with other people in this period, and so we have the possibility to do an important work of information, of work of knowledge that let us the possibility to understand the needs of young people, because we have the possibility to talk with students of school of our city, and so I think that is important. We now we stand here to, in particular, to talk with you and to understand, to have other informations, to have other information, so that we can vote these motions more with more knowledge.
Grazie. Allora io inizierei a passare la parola, seguo l'elenco che ho qui, a Gloria Lombardo.
I would like to give the word to Mrs. Gloria Lombardo.
Buongiorno. Buongiorno. Allora, è un'operatrice del comune di Sarezzo.
Sì.
E quindi lavora presso l'Informo Giovani.
She works in the Sarezzo municipality, and she is an operator. She works for the Youth Information Service.
Yeah.
Ok.
Va bene.
Bene. Prego, noi lasciamo la parola a lei.
Dunque, vi racconto un po' e rispondo alle sollecitazioni del ragazzo che ha appena parlato. Allora, io lavoro con i giovani da quando ho iniziato, dopo gli studi, quindi dal 1997. Quindi penso di avere, diciamo, una discreta conoscenza del mondo giovanile. Ho sempre fatto più o meno lo stesso lavoro, quindi mi occupo di dare informazioni ai giovani su tanti argomenti, soprattutto sulla scuola, sul lavoro, sul tempo libero e sulla mobilità internazionale, ed è, diciamo, questo uno dei motivi per cui conosco voi e conosco tanto bene Massimo.
Gloria,
dimmi.
forse è meglio se parli in inglese, no?
I don't know, you want me to speak in English or it's the same for me? Yeah, if you want, I can change. I can switch.
If the Commission is agree, maybe it's better to speak in English, because otherwise We have to
It's difficult to
translate.
translate everything. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
I work as a youth information officer since 1997. I am 55 years old, so it's quite a long time. And I have, I think, quite a big interest, and I don't know if knowledge is the right word, but I know quite a lot about young people of the province where I work. And the province is Brescia, which is in the north of Italy. Well, answering to what you said, till 2008, I worked directly in a public municipality, in a public administration. And this administration is really, really interested in asking young people to give their contribution to the development of youth policies. But I have to say, in 2015, a group of youngsters who attended our office, our service, were also interested in participating and founding the youth forum, as you would like to do. But it was their will. It was their will to connect and to participate. This is the answer I want to give you. Time in the decision to take part in a group, in a formal group or in an informal group, it's a private decision. It's an individual one. And I understand that it's difficult to make peers understand that it's important to participate. If not, you cannot have a voice inside what it happens to you in the municipality. But maybe, I don't know. In my perspective, it's better to go lighter, to create the situations where young people can say whatever they want. And then if really they need to build something formal, because even though it's not a youth council, the youth forum is anyway something that is very tied to the municipality. I tell you this because I told you in 2015 there was a youth council, a youth forum, but when the other administration came in 2019, they disappeared. The forum collapsed.
L'amministrazione nel 2019 dice questo consiglio, diciamo, non c'era più, insomma, si è dissolto. Ecco. Vuoi chiedere qualcosa?
So that's okay. I stop. If you need to ask me something, I'm here.
Vuoi chiedere qualcosa?
No, quindi lei ha come una rete, una piattaforma, come
And now, in this moment, what do you have a platform, an organism?
The new councillor, who is now 22, but when he was elected, he was 21. The new councillor wants to create consultation tables, we call it.
Quindi vogliono fare un tavolo di consultazione per i nuovi
che è un po' quello
consiglieri,
che si sta cercando di fare noi attraverso queste commissioni.
It's the same that the city of Florence is trying to do with this consultation. Trying to
I can understand, but I show you the difficulties. Even though we had a background, a quite strong background, when young people grow up, the necessities and the perspective of the involvement is really different now.
Diciamo praticamente quando crescono i ragazzi, no? Anche se c'è un background molto forte dietro, però la prospettiva e diciamo le esigenze cambiano.
Cioè l'esigenza non è quella di costituirsi in qualcosa di rigido, di stabile, ma di partecipare nella misura in cui ci sia un interesse comune,
Sì,
su interessi, su topics.
questo l'abbiamo respirato anche noi quando abbiamo avuto ragazzi a parlare, no? Che era più di mantenersi come su un proprio settore, però poter avere poi la voce in capitolo.
This is the same feeling that they had here when they gathered with the youngsters. They wanted to have flexible approach.
Sì,
Eh?
sì.
Vero?
Volete fare delle domande voi?
Io solo una, non sono capace di tradurre
Sì?
l'inglese. E
Vediamo
se
se-
il meccanismo, come ci è stato spiegato, è unicamente su impulso, diciamo, dei ragazzi o se c'è anche
Non sento bene.
No, ora traduco.
Ma lei forse lo
forse
capisce.
sì.
le faccio buonasera, le faccio la domanda in italiano perché non sono
Sì,
in grado
certo.
di poterla formulare in inglese. Volevo sapere se in questo meccanismo c'è un impulso, diciamo, unilaterale, cioè che proviene dai ragazzi verso le istituzioni, o se c'è comunque anche un coinvolgimento da parte delle istituzioni, che ne so, su pareri vincolanti su determinate questioni, cioè se c'è un rapporto di reciprocità o se la direzione è unilaterale dai ragazzi verso le istituzioni e non
Al contrario,
Ok.
al contrario, c'è una forte volontà da parte dell'amministrazione di coinvolgere i giovani nei processi proprio decisionali che li riguardano. Ma il contributo che sta arrivando è solo su singoli temi. Cioè non c'è una partecipazione a lungo termine, non si riesce più a costruire una piattaforma. Questo è quello che io riscontro. E anche Massimo partecipa a un tavolo europeo che si chiama Democracy Reloading. All'interno di questa piattaforma, di questo circuito, molte volte è emerso come questa struttura del Council sia ormai un po', si è usata la parola boiled, un po' bollita. Ecco.
Diciamo vecchia?
Un po' vecchia, sì. Ma infatti proprio perché it's because people now are completely different. And the approach to every level of society is completely different.
E consigliere.
Thank you for your contribution. Just a question, not a simple question maybe, but how to manage this flexible approach, because you need to feed the participation, and I think you are experts of youth participation, and so which kind of tools we may use in order to make participating young people in this flexible way, because I think that there should be even a strong effort of animation, of involving the young people, and so public administration as the Florence municipality may make difficult in doing this level of involving over time. So according to you, which kind of advising can you give to us? You can give to us. Thanks.
I answer you in Italian because the question is very difficult. Lo capisco perfettamente perché l'ente pubblico ha una sua rigidità di fondo, cioè la sua struttura che è rigida, per cui dove viene richiesta flessibilità è proprio una contrapposizione in termini. La questione è legata al fatto che però quali sono le necessità? Sicuramente se la necessità è quella di un coinvolgimento a lungo termine, forse su questo bisogna un po' arrendersi. Se invece è un coinvolgimento su, come dicevo prima, su topics, cioè su argomenti, su situazioni, allora questo secondo me è più fattibile. Quindi stavate pensando a delle commissioni giovani? Questo è un...
No, allora noi stiamo valutando come commissione quello che può essere, attraverso un percorso, quello che può essere la forma più che può coinvolgere nel miglior modo possibile i ragazzi.
The Commission is evaluating the best way to involve youngsters in this
Cioè
participation.
La finalità nostra è quella che loro possano avere voce, espressione, non solamente, come sottolineava anche lei, una partecipazione, come dire, costruita, forzata, che non abbia la continuità nel tempo e il valore di sviluppo di quelli che possono essere dei temi che riguardano proprio i ragazzi.
The main objective, the main aim is to involve young people in different issues and not to involve them in a structured way, just to leave them flexibility over different items. Va bene?
Sì, sì.
Can I add something about this topic? Because as Gloria said, probably this is not a moment to create a permanent council for youth, because thinking about
Excuse me, could you introduce yourself, please?
Sorry. I'm Massimo Capano. I'm responsible for the youth policy in the municipality of Cinisello Balsamo, which is the city close to Milan.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. As I said before, this is not the moment to create a stable or permanent council, because as you probably understood, there are two ways to create the council. One way is to just give to finance or to push the young people to create a council by themselves, but this means then that they will have their own council. They decide what they want. They are in a sort of third part that dialogue with the municipality. This is one way. Okay?
Voi volete che...
No.
Is it clear? The second way is that you create a council inside the municipality, but this is weird, because a municipality that creates a forum generally does mean that it's just a sort of representative of organized association or groups of young people, mixed with some citizen, young people, and but the role of the forum led by the municipality is just a sort of place to consult.
Allora, praticamente questo secondo modo sarebbe creare all'interno della municipalità del consiglio un organo che però magari è anche partecipato da altri organismi, da altri soggetti, no? Questo che intendo. Quindi, diciamo, è un
of course. You have to decide which kind of organization and which are the criteria to involve the association, who they represent, and so on. So there are some a lot of examples in Italy. No? You can see also searching on Google.
Si possono regolare questo tipo di associazioni.
Yeah. But from my personal point of view, I have to say you that we have not a forum or a youth council. because we have seen that really it's very difficult to involve the young people permanently. And the idea for us is to create for sure different way to involve the young people. We use normally the projects we launch in our city, and so we ask them to take part in our activities with their ideas. So they can say, for example, I would like to have a course of, I don't know, making. No? So we finance the course of making or the space to realize something with the making. 3D printer.
Partecipano in vario modo alle iniziative, dice se voglio creare una cosa, gli danno un finanziamento.
Yes, typically we launch, for example, the call for ideas, and then we select the ideas and we give them the budget to realize the activity. But this is quite simple as activity. Is thinking about the role of the municipality. Maybe you can, in the history of the youth policy, especially in Italy, we had several examples. For example, with the participatory budget. This means that, for example, the municipality put a budget dedicated for the young people, launch a call to ask to young people, we have 10,000 euro. What do you want to realize with 10,000 euro? And this does mean that this is a participatory budget, because you have to come with an idea, no? I select your idea and you realize your idea with the budget.
Partecipativo su queste specifiche idee.
Questo è il budget partecipativo. This means that municipality reserves some part of the budget of a municipality for the young people. This is a good example of participation, for example. No? Another idea we have seen in the past is to, if you are not able to follow this way, maybe you can have, for example, start with the general state of youth, Stati Generali dei Giovani, that you use once per year to have a space for consultation, open it to all the young people, association, citizen, and so on. And in that moment, you can collect all the needs, the problem, the idea, the desires of the young people, and maybe you can have a direct dialogue with the young people. No? Of course, this means that you have to organize very well this moment, because it's just one per year, and this is a really important moment for the city. I have to, I don't know if probably you know that in this moment, our National Association of Municipality, ANCI, is organizing some meeting to talk about the generational impact assessment, la VIG, valutazione di impatto generazionale. That means that in each act of the municipality, you have to put what's the impact on the young people life in your city. Maybe you don't know about the VIG, the General Impact Assessment, but VIG, yes, VIG. And this is very interesting. Maybe you can think about it. Next year you will have an example in Parma, which is the European capital of youth. I invite you to take under consideration also this moment. And of course, there are several
Sarebbe l'impatto, l'ANCI sta studiando questo assessment, questa valutazione di impatto sulla giovane generazione con questo indicatore.
Sì, sì.
Sì, magari ve lo spiego anche in italiano se volete, però
Parla,
sì,
parla.
sì, sorry, Josian and Filippa, just a second, because I explain very well a little bit. La valutazione di impatto generazionale è diventata una norma, ok? Però non applicabile al momento ai comuni, se ho capito bene. Però sostanzialmente vuol dire che in ogni atto che voi fate, delibera o determina, nei visti o nel deliberato, dichiarate qual è l'impatto, no? Che quell'azione che sta facendo l'amministrazione ha sulla vita dei giovani. Ok? Banalmente, quando io realizzo una rotonda, che cosa cambia? Capisco che è difficilissimo, però ci sono delle linee guida che ha già prodotto ANCI, ha lanciato ANCI, quindi è abbastanza ci sono abbastanza esempi, li potrete vedere. Ecco, però questa è la valutazione di impatto generazionale. Però tornando a noi, just to go on about the council, I think that is a good practice to have a council or a forum for a municipality, I think. Because this means that all the city council, not only the municipality, but also the Consiglio Comunale, the city council, is involved in this way, because the forum have to be bipartisan. This means that everybody have to take part in this activity. Otherwise, if the municipality government change, no one take care about the council.
Heritage, no heritage.
Exactly. And this is very important because to be clear, it's very important that all the municipality, minority representative and majority, have to adopt the forum as a method to work with the young people, if you want to have a forum. Okay, so it's very important to go in the the council and to decide everybody together to create the council. Otherwise, it's very is not so effective, as I can say. And then the last point is that, of course, you can have a forum just for consultation that you can call when you need. Okay, but again, this means that this is not a real forum or a youth council, but it's just.
Ok. Consigliere Kelly aveva una domanda.
I know the impact assessment evaluation because I take part to some meetings organized by ANCI, and I, for this reason, present a political act that is attributed to this commission, so that probably in the future there is the occasion to discuss this act. And in general, I think that is that we have to consider the possibility of involving the young people as a bet, because it's not easy, but we have to find the instruments that we can use to increase the participation. And for this reason, I would like to ask you a question. So my idea is to create a sort of smaller council in the administration that is integrated in the administration, and with this small council in the administration to create some political policies that can have an impact for the city. So my idea is not to create a doppione.
Double.
Okay. My idea is
duplicate.
Yes. My idea is not to create a duplicate of what we also have, but is to create another commission that is integrated in the public administration, that support the public administration in taking some decisions that have an impact, in particular for the yacht world, on the yacht world. And so probably we can also, I think that we can also imagine to take some, to promote some projects with this commission, because the original idea is to create a commission of young people integrated in the administration. So to balance this two ways that you said before, probably a solution is to construct some projects with an hypothetical commission of young people. And so this obviously to increase their participation, their attention for public choices.
Allora, io vedo due mani alzate, una è sempre di Gloria Lombardo, e poi vedo anche Andrea Canil. Non so, allora, semmai facciamo rispondere a Gloria e poi passiamo la parola a Andrea.
Would you like to intervene? And first Mrs. Gloria and then Mr. Andrea. Okay.
I will be very quick. This is really what our councillor wanted to do, what you are thinking. But I suggest you, if you have time, to talk to him. When we finish, I will give his contact, and maybe it's better that you communicate with him and share your ideas to him, and to receive also some feedbacks for what he's doing, and also the negative aspects of the idea that you have in mind now.
Ok.
If it is possible, after the call.
Magari posso parlare direttamente con il consigliere, non so.
Ok.
Okay.
Yes.
Andrea.
Please, Andrea.
Okay. Well, first of all, I present myself. I'm Andrea Canilla from Asolo. Asolo is a really small municipality. We have 9,000 inhabitants in the northeast of Italy. I wanted to intervene because most of the things that has been said that has emerged during these two exchange of ideas is something that we also have, and we also have tackled, especially the fact that it is really hard to involve young people. It's hard to make them involved in like long-lasting time. And I do agree that they are willing to be involved only if you have like specific topics or like really small projects, etc. But I wanted to tell you what we are doing that I hope that they might be helpful to you. First of all, I have to take a step back, not speaking only about youth policies, but we changed the way that we deal with social services, because youth policies are within the social services in my municipality. And we shifted to a welfare generative model. That means that we perceive social services not only as a services provider, but also as a fostering a process within the people, within and with the citizens.
I servizi sociali devono promuovere, insomma, la
Partecipazione, sì, sì.
Okay, so within this framework, we worked and we set up different kind of tables. So we have the acting citizens table that are open to everybody. Everybody who wants to participate in our community doing something can participate there. Then we have two tables dedicated to the minors, 106 and one for 17s. There in these two tables, we have the library, we have social services, we have the kindergartens in the 06. And then we have in the 17, we have the as well library, social services, and the schools. So we have primary and secondary schools. And also, of course, we do have a third table that we call it youth table, where there are the young people that are working, that are participating to that. Young people but not only young people, that is what we do. There are also some adults that would like to participate and work with the young people. In the center of everything, there is the youth center. So youth center is what we do is open twice a week, where we do activities for young people from 11 till 16, 17. So how does the whole system works? So each table deal with their own specificity, like according to the, I don't know, to the age group they're working with, but also they can exchange ideas, and their ideas sometimes take action in the youth center. Okay. As for the youth table, we keep it very informal. So everybody that wants can participate with. At the moment, we have 5 members from 20 till 35 years old and 3 adults. And what we do with them is that first thing, we ask them to help us to do action for the youngers. So for those who participated to the youth center. So basically, we have like trips, we have experiences, etc. All that we do is a project according and together with the young people. So we do this cross-generational activities.
Intergenerazionali, diciamo, uno scambio continuo.
Yeah, at the same time, as we were saying, we have a budget that we discuss it together into this table, where we discuss what we would like to do every year with this budget, and with that we go on with the activities that they have decided. It's like, for example, this year's they decided to focus more on the musical rehearsal room that we have. So we are going to do some renovation. With them, we involve the music schools. We are going to do concerts, etc. So, but the fact is that we keep it informal as much as we can, and but everything is discussed together. So when I sit there, I'm not the city councillor. I'm just one like them, and every ideas it's really equal. So, and I noticed that in this way we have built participation. We have we have young people that keep coming each year and sharing their ideas. Still, it is hard to involve more and more people, especially for us, because we are municipalities where you go you go in another city to do high school, you go in other cities to go to university. So from, let's say, from 14 years old, we have a lot of people moving away from our village. Maybe they come back in the evening, but in the weekends, not all the weekends they are in our municipalities. But notwithstanding that, I think that we had some positive outcomes. So yeah, this is our experience. So I repeat myself, everything is as informal as it can be, but still we have time we have this budget. Okay. Another thing that I forgot is that we have educators. So educators are the one who are following them, who both in the street, in the youth center, and into the table. So they are the link between everybody.
Thank you. Thank you.
Avete delle domande o facciamo?
Yes, sorry, I don't understand, but which kind of decision output this table do create? Because there are mandatory output for the administration or not? Only in order to understand. Thanks.
Yeah, mandatory, it is that if with the budget that we give them, we do whatever they want, unless it is discussed. So it is not they are not completely free to decide because we are there at the same table. But what they decide, once that the budget is, once they stay within the limit of the budget and on the action that we can do as a municipality, they are free to do, and we take it and it is not mandatory because it is not written anywhere that is mandatory, but we will follow up with what they decide.
And once implemented the action at the end of the process, they can they evaluate the final output and the outcomes or not?
That is something where we are weak. We don't not have an outcome evaluation. It's something that we are thinking about giving it, because as for now the only evaluation of impact that we had is the numbers of people participating to the activities. But it is something that actually we are discussing at the moment on how to measure the outcomes that we are doing, all the process that we are doing. Yeah.
Thank you, because I think this is a very important point, because we are talking about a lot of consultation tools for young people. So in the first steps of the decision, the policy making process, but we are not talking about the implementation and the evaluation tools that we can introduce in order to strengthen to increase an effective participation of young people. Because even the call for ideas, the consultation tables are nothing that are mandatory at the end of the process. And so even the impact, the generative impact, it's very important, but adult people does this thing for young people. So maybe we should think also about evaluation tools in order to understand if the policy introduced are effective are good for young, but even if there are an effective participation of young people. But there is not some example. There are not some example of these that maybe in other context, also international context. I don't know if someone.
That's something that we were thinking about is to ask to the University of Padova, that is the nearest one that we have, to do a work on analyzing the actual impact that we had. But at the moment, for example, me, I'm not aware of any other tools or means to effectively evaluate this. Maybe, I don't know, in the for sure there's something, so not that I'm aware of.
Ok, se non avete altre domande si può passare la parola alla signora.
Mrs. Filippa Felgueiras, hello.
Hello.
Would you like
Thank you,
Would you
first of
like
all.
to intervene?
Yes, thank you so much. Can you hear me well?
Yes.
Yes. Good afternoon to you all. It is a pleasure to be here. Thank you so much for the invitation and for the proposal. My name is Filipa Felgueiras. I'm a psychologist and youth worker in Portugal in the municipality of Maia, a very city near from Porto, the second city from Portugal after Lisbon. So I was hearing you, and first of all, I don't know the reality of Firenze and the youth participation at your city or in all Italy, but I do know that the youth participation overall, it is a big challenge to our society here in Portugal and in a point of view of the international level. Because of that, we have European Youth Strategy, we have guidelines at national and international level here in Portugal that we are following. And it is very important to us at the municipality of Maia to have a very structured plan to engage the youngsters in our municipality based on these guidelines, based on the youth strategy, based on the youth goals, based on the sustainable goals of 2030 agenda. It is very important to us.
Yes, good. Yeah.
And at the moment we have a municipal plan that we follow based on the three main axes, and in that main axes we have maybe 10 main goals to follow in the mandate, in the work that we do. Here in the municipality of Maia, we don't have this forum that we are discussing, but yes, we have the Youth Municipal Council. That is a structured form of participation, and it works well. It can works better than it actually works, but it works and it engages the youngsters. In my opinion, as a youth worker, it is important to have these main structured forms of youth participation, to have places for the youngsters to reach out the decision makers and the youth workers with their point of views of the municipality, with their needs, with their proposals. But these structures must be, and I am very clear with this, must be dynamic, proactive, not something close to the innovation. We must be creative to reach out the youngsters. So if this forum,
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
if I'm going too quickly, please just tell me.
Okay.
So this forum,
okay. Thanks.
I think this forum is very interesting. I don't know if it works because we don't have anything similar here in Portugal in the municipality level. Yes, we have something very, very close to that in the professional associations. We have group of youngsters that inform youth policy, but in the political level, we don't have that in the municipalities. But I think it's very important to, in a way or another, engage the youngsters in the decision making, at the decision making.
Nel processo decisionale.
Here in Portugal, we have these structures that I was telling you about, the youth municipal councils, and other projects that we can create by candidating ourselves to Erasmus Plus and create projects of participation and involving the youngsters on the democratic and political and civic level. But besides that, we don't have anything similar, but I can see that as a potential form of participation, and I think is that.
Quindi, insomma.
Bene, grazie.
Thank you.
Avete domande? No. Passiamo, Mira, coach. No?
Mrs. Jose.
Vedo nulla che si occhiali. Ah sì, Jose.
Mrs. Borg-Meyer? Jose? Excuse me if I can.
Yes, thank you for your invitation.
Okay.
My name is Josien Borgmeijer, advisor on citizen and government participation of the municipality of Terneuzen in the Netherlands. And we also don't have our own youth forum because we don't have that many youth. We only have 6,000 youngsters in our city and surrounding. And we have lots of small villages, so it's hard for the youngsters to come to the city in the evening. So we do a lot of digital participation where the youngsters can fill in the questionnaires.
Però io sono a supporto della Presidente, però vabbè, insomma, facciamo.
Solo...
if you can, excuse me, go back, because
yes?
I need to translate for some members. And so just rewind and, okay. So you don't have a forum in your municipality?
No, we do lots of digital participation.
Quindi non ci sono l'anno un forum di questo genere nella loro municipalità, bene?
Yeah, where we can do the questionnaires or polls and ask the children to enjoy.
Interviste, ma non c'è un forum, un organismo di questo. You don't have an organization, an entity of this kind in your municipality. Okay.
No. We do it in a digital way. And we do lots of field participation.
A livello digitale, cioè partecipazione quindi a livello digitale. Ok?
And when we go in the field and do participation over there, we most of the time go to schools or places where lots of youngsters are. So the bus station or the soccer club.
How do you reach the youngsters? You go on field? Ok, quindi loro vanno sul campo e raggiungono i giovani laddove i giovani si riuniscono, insomma, no? Quindi, so with interviews and polls and so on? Ok.
Yeah, and also sometimes with little games, other things.
Insomma, interazione di questo. Ok.
To get them interested and to get the interaction. So we can ask them our questions.
E interagire con loro, insomma, sulle singole questioni. Ok. Va bene, ok. You can, yes.
Okay, and also what also really worked well was when we do a taxi cab. We drive a cab.
What is this?
And
what's that?
A taxi, a cab.
Okay.
A van, and the children can ask for a destination to go for, and we drive them to the destination. And in between, we can ask them about their
Wow.
What I think about.
Ah, ok. Qui a volte
Nice
organizzano
idea.
dei pullman, dei piccoli autobus dove, diciamo, ma ascolta lui.
Sta traducendo per te.
Sì.
Ecco, allora organizzano questi autobus, questi van dove ci sono i ragazzi giovani e durante, diciamo, il tragitto fanno delle interviste per raccogliere i loro desideri, le loro
Consultive.
istituzioni. Sì. Is a consultation on
Yeah, consultation.
different issues.
Cioè, non è
Okay.
partecipativa.
Not participating, but consult.
Yeah, it's more consultation, and it can bring us to participation.
Cioè,
And it also can.
di consultazione che porta alla
Sì, ho
partecipazione. Ok. Thanks.
And it makes some youngsters interested to do more in the participation projects. So we keep them close if we can catch them.
Ovviamente li teniamo vicini per poter in qualche maniera intervenire nel processo partecipativo.
Can I say something? Because unfortunately I have to leave the commission because another meeting. But I just want to add one little thing that the participation is not something you can reach as a goal. No? It's not something really simple to reach because the participation is a sort of environment. If you create an environment
L'azione non è piuttosto molto semplice, ma piuttosto è diciamo, come un ambiente, un contesto.
See, you create an environment that help the young people to take part in singular, in different way. No?
Possono intervenire in modo diverso. In modo
yes, you can, for example, you can create your youth council. It's a good idea. But it's not enough.
Dicevo,
You have
non è abbastanza.
You have to do many action to reach different targets.
E quindi deve fare azioni per raggiungere diversi obiettivi.
Sì, or different population of young people, because it's not
segmenti, no, di giovani.
Yes, because for example the second generation young people have a different idea of participation, okay, in Italy. I don't know in other countries.
Generation, which specific, which generation of young people, which age?
Second generation, seconda generazione vuol dire i figli dei cittadini stranieri che sono nati in Italia. Okay?
Quindi i ragazzi di seconda generazione hanno un diverso approccio.
They have different needs, they have different idea of participation.
Idea di partecipazione.
Yes, for example, the second generation young people don't mind about the spaces. They don't ask for space. They just want to reach in Italy. No?
Non hanno necessità dello spazio.
Sì.
Ok. Stop.
The city, no?
Okay, we have lost you.
Sorry. Okay. No, they don't mind about the space. They just want facilities. They just want to reach the aim. They want in the fastest way. So this is my suggestion. Don't think about just one action. The city council, but think about different and create an environment that enhance the participation.
Che aumenti il livello di partecipazione.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sorry, I have to leave you. Thank you, everybody, and
thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye. Ciao.
Va bene, allora, consigliere Amato.
Just some questions for Mrs. Josie. I don't know if I pronounce the name in a good way, but how many surveys each year about the digital participation? How many surveys each year do you collect, do you submit? And how many intervention each year in order to have a measure each year you do, and how do you use the information that you collect during this intervention, both the surveys and the interventions on field?
Yes, as we do about 6 or 7 projects with participation where we really target on youth, and youth in the way from 14 to 27 about. And when we collect their answers, we bring it to the advice to the council.
To the council?
To the council, yeah, to the city council. And we also always bring the numbers of the people who enjoyed the surveys or the questionnaires, and what they would like to, or what they advise, and we give it in an advice to our.
And which topics do you cover with this survey? Just some examples in order to.
How many people we can reach?
No, which issues, which topics?
Topics.
Or
topics.
Or issues?
Oh, all sort of topics. So about living and housing. Housing is a very important topic for them. And also about public transport is very important. But also energy. We have an energy problem. So that also interests them, and also the environment, the green environment.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Ci sono altre domande? No. Va bene, allora noi ringraziamo infinitamente questo collegamento, penso che ci abbia dato degli spunti importanti.
We would like to heartily thank you for your contributions. We had a very important, we could share very important visions and views on these topics.
E niente, noi chiuderemo la commissione, ma ci impegneremo a comunicarvi quello che svilupperemo e come porteremo avanti
We are
il lavoro.
closing this commission, but we would like to let you give you information, updates on our proceedings on this specific path. Thanks to your experiences on this items.
Yes. Bene, e salutiamo, chiudiamo la commissione.
Grazie.
Okay,
We close the
grazie.
commission,
Thank you very
and
much.
thank you also by other components of the commission for your very important experience and answers to the themes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Grazie a voi.
Grazie a voi.
so much.
Se magari anche avete altre domande siamo a disposizione.
Se invece volete,
Sì?
mi sarebbe vorrei proprio mettere in contatto il mio consigliere con il ragazzo che ha parlato, chiedo scusa.
Kelly.
Sì.
Sì.
Volentieri, se
Voi
mai
contatti-
noi passiamo il contatto a Matteo in modo che può mandarvi una mail o contattarvi personalmente e poter fare questo scambio. Va bene?
Va bene, grazie.
Grazie infinite, grazie ancora.
Arrivederci.
Thank you,
Arrivederci.
bye.
Bye bye.
Di chiudere la commissione, ringrazio
Saluta come
infinitamente la traduttrice perché senza di lei insomma e poi un ringraziamento particolare al consigliere Amato perché i collegamenti sono stati suggeriti insomma anche da sì, e quindi grazie perché insomma penso che sia servita
molto
bella.
interessante per me.
Il verbale lo diamo per approvato.
Dovrebbero fare anche le commissioni in
inglese tra un po' sempre. Anche
Domani
se-
c'è
bravissimi.
domani c'è
Dice noi si saluta come se non fossimo.
No, io immagino loro, chi non era in lingua, che della traduzione andasse pure se vai.
Chiudiamo.
Ah, sì, sì.